Good morning, students. Today we will learn about right to constitutional remedies. Only two rights are remaining. That is, one is right to constitutional remedies. Second one is right to education. So here, the Constitution has not only granted, that means giving rights to the citizens, it has also given citizens legal sanctions and legal remedies in case of their violation. So, what do you mean remedies? Remedies means what? Remedies, okay, different meanings there. Remedies, treatment, okay, we can, that is one remedy. But here is meaning different. Legal means, remedy in legal means to recover a right or to prevent or obtain correct for a wrong. That is a remedy mean legal meaning. In order to ensure that our rights are respected by the government, the Constitution makes provision for a special right is the right to constitutional remedies. That is the definition of constitutional remedies. Here one word is the Constitution makes provision. So what do you mean by provision? Provision means a provision is a stipulation in a contract, legal document or law. Often the stipulation requires action by a specific date or within a specified period of time. Stipulation means a condition, or provision means okay, legal document or law, a condition or demanded as part of an agreement. That's the meaning of provision. A person has the right to go to the court for justice if he or she feels that her fundamental rights are being violated. He has the right, every person, each and every person has the right to go to the court for justice. For example, if you are going to the police station, police are not given the police violating your fundamental rights, you can go to the court. That is your fundamental right. And okay, that's about right to constitutional remedies. Next point, right to education. It's very important. So, right to education is the latest addition in the list of our fundamental rights. According to this right, every child in India between the age group of 16 to 14 is entitled to free and compulsory education. So, right to education. This historic law came into being on April 1st, 2012, after an announcement by India's Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. And as per this act, private educational institutions need to reserve 25% of their seats for children from weaker sections of the society. So reservation 25% among the weaker section means SC, ST, OBC. They are the weaker section of our society. So all the private educational institutions has to given 25% of their seats. This right will go a long way in helping us improve the literacy rate across our country. Literacy. opposite is illiteracy. And when British left India 1947, India's literacy was so pathetic, so bad. I think only 10% literacy rate. But now 2020, or it is okay, more than 70% because of the right to education. And education is now education is a fundamental right. On April 1st, India will join a group of a few countries in the world with a historic law making education a fundamental right of every child coming into force. Okay, thank you.